Hi, I'm Terrence Taylor,
And I'm Stephanie Bush, and
and
we
we are
are
Community Development Sustainable Solutions.
Well, we're here continuing our big give back in 2015. As we told you before, this is our fourth year doing things like this in our community. We find the problem and we're all about the solution. So this year again, we will continue on by giving food. Right now, we're here packaging food to pass out in the community.
That's right, Miss Bush. Just like Miss Bush said, right now we're here packaging food to pass out in our community. And we think that this is also another great event that we're involved with, and we're just happy to be here. We rise.
Yeah.
And we're back, and we're sitting here with Precinct 12 Committeeman Frank Smith here. And Frank Smith is actually the sponsor of this big give back out in Precinct 12. So, Frank, can you tell us why you actually did what you did?
Well, Terrence, this actually started back when we were in the United Front in East St. Louis. We used to have every year what we call Operation Santa Claus.
All right.
Okay, but then we did it right there on 8th Street where people came into the headquarters, picked up their packages, and they went out. Since I've been elected precinct committeeman since 1975, okay, I've been doing it every year in the precinct.
Okay.
Now, let's clear something up. A lot of people think that we give out food and what have you for votes. That's not the case.
Okay.
We started off doing this by just saying to people, thank you for what you've done for me for the year. Okay,
Absolutely.
and by giving something back to them, besides streets
Right.
that we try to get fixed, besides sewers that we try to get fixed, what have you, and those are important things. Don't get me wrong, but this time of year, people look for something, and now people need. You know, as we go down the street, people are coming to the doors and looking at those doors. It's not just people agree, but people need. Unemployment rate is high and what have you throughout the community. And now this is a need. This is not a luxury anymore. This is something people need. So it gives me great pleasure to raise the funds that it takes to do it. And by the way, it's getting harder and harder for donations. When we first started out, donations were great. Okay, and we had different agencies that were able to pitch in and help us out. And we managed to be able to get out of it without a lot of expenses. But now, okay, fruit is high. Even the produce is going up because of the rainy season. So when you talk about people saying politicians buy vote with turkeys and food, no, it's not. No. It is putting a meal on the table. That's why we give potatoes, onions, fruit, and the turkey.
Things that'll sustain them.
Things that they can sustain with, things they can have a meal on Christmas Day. If they have electric, cook it with them. Because the situation with the heating bill and the way that the governor has cut funds and what have you. So everything that we're doing is geared toward the people, you know, and that's whether or not they come to the poll to vote or not. Okay, it's to say to them, you know, we know that you're there, we know that you need some things, and we're here to try to please what your needs are.
And you know, I guess it would also provide that opportunity to knock on the door, make sure that family's okay. Let them know that we're around and that you actually care. Absolutely.
Yeah. You know, and I realize that a lot of people are saying, well, okay, you really need to be fixing the sewers, you really need to be doing this. Precinct committeemen can't fix no sewer. Precinct committeemen can't fix no streets.
But you
They
can
can
get
get them
movement.
done.
Absolutely.
Okay, but they themselves can't do it. Okay,
Right.
And when they say that, when they're running against me, and the things that they would say is that I'm gonna get this done, I'm gonna get that done. It's not that easy. Okay, and I thank God that we've managed to get the number of streets that we've gotten fixed out there. Waverly has been one that's for the years and years and years has been a sore for us. Waverly from 40th Street all the way to North Park Drive, all the way to 20th Street. It's been a sore spot for us. 36th Street from Casyville over to Waverly Avenue. It's been a sore spot for us. 42nd Street 40th Street, 42nd Street. It's been sore spots for us. We still have sore spots.
Right.
But look what we've accomplished in the last 2 years.
Right.
You
And that's
know,
what I want to bring up too. I think the things that have been accomplished as far as our infrastructure and street repair have been amazing. A lot of streets that were undrivable. There were a lot of people that had backed up sewage and whatnot in their homes. You know, we really couldn't even talk about bringing businesses here to East St. Louis until we fixed some of these problems. So even though the precinct committeeman is not the sewer man, those relationships that you've built
over the years,
Over the
years that
years.
we've managed to build those relationships, over the years that we've managed to have the kind of rapport that we could pick up a phone and call and get the kind of support that we need. And we still got a lot to do now, don't get me wrong. We concentrated real heavily over in the eastern end of our precinct these past 2 years.
Right.
It's been a real concentration in tearing down houses and fixing streets and getting sewers repaired. And also, and that's that eastern section from, say, 36th Street back.
Okay.
All right. Now, we've got to concentrate on 36th Street back to North Park,
Okay.
which means Regent, which means that we've got to get in there and on Gross and do all those streets that run from North Park to 36th Street. And one of the biggest sticking points that we have is Forest Avenue, and that's from 30th Street, from North Park to 36th Street. That street is atrocious, and we know it. If we don't do anything except grade it out and rock and oil and rock it and chip it, as they call it.
Well, now, Mr. Smith, there are some individuals that may be concerned about cleanup in the community as well.
Yeah, I agree with that. I have no problem with doing cleanups, but one of the problems we've had over the years, and we still have this problem, is that we've taken over 50 tons of trash out of that area out there. Do you realize we still got another 50 tons, 150,
Wow.
not 50 tons, 150 tons.
Wow.
So do you realize we still got another 150 tons to take out?
Do
Now, a
you
lot
have
of
anything
people,
planned, like in January?
well, yeah, we do. We have what we call Operation Clean Sweep.
Okay.
That will be
Okay.
taking place where we will have dumpsters out, but I'm afraid of dumpsters. And I'm afraid of dumpsters. for
Why
this
is that?
reason.
Why is that?
Once a dumpster is set up, everybody throughout the community will come and dump in that dumpster.
Oh yeah.
And when that happens, they don't pick them up. That means the trash is going to fall out on the street.
Oh wow.
And it's worse then than having that trash or the dumpster there in the first place. Okay,
Yeah.
it gives you a nightmare.
Right.
So that's why we would ask people to be part of the solution. Help to take back your community and your neighborhoods. We need to come together, and when we get things like trash dumpsters in our community, we need to schedule some sort of cleanup
We
in
need
our
to do even
community.
better than that. We're not just clean up. We need to have people who live in houses to begin to clean up behind their houses.
Yeah.
If they did that, we would have that bigger problem
Yeah.
with those alleys.
Yeah.
You know, if we had people that were more conscious and more people that would be involved in terms of seeing people dumping, that they will report that or get their license number and those kinds of things. If we had that kind of thing going,
Right.
then when we clean up, that could keep it clean, you know. And then we've got to teach our kids, because they'll go down the streets in a minute and take a box and just throw it, you know, eat
see-
rice, and the next thing you know, that box is on the street. So,
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
you know,
we've
that's
got
part
to
of
do
the
our
reason-
own policing.
That's part of the reason that when our organization, you know, we started doing the gardens, the community gardens, is because, you know, some of those vacant lots or some of those demolished houses that became weeds and things of that sort, we wanted to knock that down and just show the neighbors and everybody that, hey, man, food grows out the ground. Teach the kids that, hey, all you have to do is plant it, you know. We wanted them to know that, you know, to plant your own food is like printing your own money.
Right.
And
I
then
mean,
also
yeah.
the reason why we wanted to get involved with food and going door to door with the food, because then you can better reach out to the families and help get them involved and get the message out that we need you out here and involved in taking back your community, and then also understanding what are the strategies in your community that's about to move you forward, because you need to know.
You really do need to know, and I know that people don't come out to meetings. You know, you have the concerned citizens of Precinct 12 there, but they don't come out until an issue concerns them. And then when they do come, they're only talking about themselves. They're not talking about the entire community. They're only talking about themselves. And again, you know, sometimes maybe I'll put my foot in my mouth when I say certain things, but over 38 years of being out here, okay, 38 years of fighting, 38 years of grinding, you know, I know what all the problems are. I know what's going on. And then you got the young ones talking about recreation.
Yeah.
You know, I think that recreation is very important.
Oh, man.
Okay, for the kids. Okay? But I think it has to be supervised recreation.
There you go.
You can't just set up a basketball goal like we've done before, and then just leave it at that. Then the older kids take it over, and then the younger kids.
That's what we
suffer
call putting a
from that.
Band-Aid.
Right,
That's what we
right,
call
right,
putting a Band-Aid
right.
on it.
We can't afford to do that anymore.
Right.
Sustainable solutions.
We can't afford to do that. We've got to talk about constructive recreation for the kids, and that means parent involvement.
That's right.
Yeah, we can't do it by
exactly right.
ourselves, and the kids can't do it by themselves.
And those are
It
some
has
of the
to be
things.
parents involved.
Some of the things that we'll be talking with some of the members of the community as we go out and wish them a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday. We'll be able to reach them and talk to them about getting involved, about some of the things they might want to see in their community. Because we need to come together. It is about unity, and 'tis the season.
That's right. 'Tis the season to be jolly.
City of champions, East St. Louis is happening. Knowledge and wisdom, elevate the system. Makes me wanna holler, throw up both my hands. It makes me wanna holler, both my hands. And I'm telling you, it's right, yeah. City of champions, East St. Louis is happening. With knowledge and wisdom will elevate the system. Whoa, makes me wanna holler, throw up both my hands, yeah. Makes me wanna holler, throw up both my hands. And I'm telling you it's real. Yeah. Da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da. It's St. Louis. Yeah. Makes me wanna holler.
As you know, teamwork makes the dream work. And there's no big give back without people in the community who care. So Frank Smith can let us know about that best, sir.
Yes, as you know, without anything being accomplished, you have to have a team. And what you see gathered around me now is that team. This is the winning team that's gathered around me. I can't get out and do things by myself without having the support that I do have. And I just want to thank each and every one of them around me and introduce them as the team for Precinct 12 and the ones that get it done, not only just on Christmas, but throughout the entire year.
All right. Merry Christmas! Together we rise!
Yeah. Da 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 da, da 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 da.